Imagine waking up tomorrow and every black and brown person in America is just gone. No warning, no explanation, just poof, gone. The workforce, the culture, the communities, the contributions, just all erased overnight. What would happen to America? Would it thrive, like some racists claim? Or would it collapse under its own weight? Let's talk about it.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Joy Report. In today's video, we are going to listen to a Sista educators on Black excellence. Imagine waking up in a version of America where black and brown people never existed. No jazz, no hip-hop, no soul food, no salsa, no barbershop culture, no vibrant murals, no HBCUs, no Juneteenth, no Martin Luther King, and definitely no Maya Angelou. Just silence where rhythm should be. Stillness where color once danced. Coldness where culture was burned with life. That version of America, it wouldn't just be dull. It would be hollow, incomplete, and unrecognizable. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing so that YouTube may recommend it to a wider audience. And so now, without further ado, guys, let's go straight into this video. But first, let me play you a few videos on this matter, and I'll come back with my commentary. As a side note, all credit goes to the creator of these videos.
Black and brown workers make up nearly half of America's essential workforce. Nurses, teachers, farm workers, truck drivers, construction workers, delivery drivers, just gone. The $3 trillion that black and brown consumers contribute to the economy, vanished. Small businesses, over 30% of them are minority owned. That means empty storefronts, lost jobs, and neighborhoods turned into ghost towns. We know for a fact that the U.S. relies on immigrant labor and historically oppressed communities to do the work that it doesn't want to acknowledge. Without black and brown people, who's going to keep things running? Who's going to make America cool? Let's be real. American culture is black and brown culture. Hip-hop, gone. Latin music, gone. Fashion, slang, food, art, all gone. The NBA, the NFL, boxing, decimated. No more Serena Williams, no more Patrick Mahomes. No more Jalen Hurts. No more LeBron, no more Messi. No more Usain Bolt. You're watching a golf tournament in silence now. Black culture alone generates billions for corporations, but those same corporations fight against black empowerment. Imagine them trying to profit off America, but they have nothing but bland corporate branding and country music. But we created that too. 1 in 5 doctors, 1 in 4 nurses, 1 in 3 home health aides are black or brown. Who's going to take care of America's aging population? The agricultural industry. Most farm workers are Latino. That means no fresh fruits and vegetables. Fast food, meatpacking, warehouses, sanitation. Heavily dependent on black and brown labor. But if they're gone, those industries, they shut down overnight. The same people that America underpays and disrespects are the ones keeping it alive. 40% of the U.S. military is made up of minorities. Without them, America's global power weakens instantly. Law enforcement? Black and Latino officers make up 30% of the police force. Who's going to patrol the communities? America would no longer be a superpower. Because trust me, the rest of the world is watching. America needs the very same people that it mistreats. The U.S. relies on immigrant workers and young black and brown folks to fund programs like Social Security and Medicare. Without them, there aren't enough taxpayers left to support the system. Retirement funds? Drained. White America will realize too late that the same people they spent decades trying to suppress are actually the backbones of this country. America's entire financial system depends on people of color, but it refuses to invest in them. Who's left to blame after we're gone? Without black and brown people, who's going to be the new problem? Can't blame crime on inner cities. Can't complain about taking our jobs. Can't scapegoat immigrants anymore. So who's the new target? Because history shows that when oppressed people disappear, the powerful just find a new enemy. The reality is black and brown people built this country, fund this country, and maintain this country. America doesn't function without its most exploited and underappreciated people. The real question isn't what happens if we leave. The real question is, why is America so dependent on people that it refuses to respect? The fact is, America doesn't deserve black and brown people. But without us, it doesn't exist. Because a world without black and brown people, it wouldn't just be dull. It would be dysfunctional. Let me tell you how much we'd take with us. Let's start with transportation. No traffic lights. Garrett Morgan. No modern highways. Latino engineer Guillermo Gonzalez Camarena. He also helped bring color TV. Say goodbye to that too. No gas-powered cars. Mexican inventor Victor Ochoa. He helped design one of the first. I hope you like walking. And let's talk food, because your plate, it just got real sad. No potatoes, tomatoes, chocolate, vanilla, corn, all from indigenous Latin America. No coffee. Ethiopians gave y'all that. No sugar or rice. South Asians and Middle Eastern traders, they made this global. And even the way that we cook and season food, African, indigenous, Caribbean, those cultural traditions, they help shape that. You're going to be eating bland and boiled everything. Now let's talk hygiene. The Moors, aka the Black Muslims from North Africa, they brought indoor plumbing, advanced sanitation, and soap to Europe when folks were still throwing waste into the streets. If we never existed, y'all would still be musty. Not opinion, just history. And if we're talking healthcare, just know that modern medicine wouldn't exist without Black and brown people. Cataract surgery, Egypt. The first surgical instruments, India. Blood banks, Dr. Charles Drew. No advanced surgeries, no blood transfusions. If you get sick, good luck. And don't even think about electricity. The modern light bulb, it wouldn't exist without Lewis Latimer. Refrigeration, that was Frederick McKinley Jones. Now your food's rotting and your lights are out. And guess what? You're also bored out of your mind. Because there's no hip-hop, no jazz, no salsa, reggae, Bollywood, kung fu movies, and rock and roll. And guitars? Black Moors introduced stringed instruments to Europeans. The whole world just got a lot quieter. The concept of zero, algebra, advanced geometry, all trace back to African, Middle Eastern, and South Asian civilizations. Astronomy? Ancient indigenous and African societies. They mapped those stars before Europeans even knew what a planet was. Physics. The foundations of motion and engineering, they came from Arabic and African scholars, long before Newton showed up. Computers? You remember Guillermo Gonzalez Camarena? The color monitor. Poof. And here's the thing that stings. Y'all aren't surprised by any of this. You always knew. That's why you built entire economies off of stolen labor, stolen land, and stolen inventions. Thomas Edison gets credit for the light bulb, right? But Lewis Latimer made it work. Elvis Presley became the king of rock and roll by mimicking Black musicians. And when we did build our own wealth and communities, they were burned down. Tulsa, Rosewood, Wilmington. It'd be more than a country without culture and the relationships that you've built. No advanced medicine, no modern transportation, no working electricity, no technological advancements, no cultural influence, no innovation. What would be left if we took away everything that we gave you? Because from where I'm standing, not a damn thing.
The very foundation of the United States, its economy, infrastructure, agriculture, was built on the backs of enslaved Africans and exploited immigrant labor. Black Americans, stripped from their homeland, endured centuries of forced labor that generated massive wealth for plantation owners and laid the foundation for America's capitalist machine. Latino and indigenous laborers built railroads, picked crops, and constructed the cities we now call metropolises. Yet, despite this legacy of exploitation, Black and brown communities have done far more than survive. They've defined the soul of America. Start with invention and innovation. Where would modern America be without the genius of Black inventors? Garrett Morgan gave us the three-way traffic signal and the gas mask. Lonnie Johnson brought the super soaker. Yes, but he was also a NASA engineer whose work contributed to the Galileo spacecraft. Dr. Patricia Bath revolutionized eye surgery with her invention of the laser phaco probe, restoring sight for thousands. George Washington Carver, beyond peanuts, developed hundreds of agricultural innovations that saved southern farming economies. Brown brilliance isn't missing from the list either. Mexican-American engineer Ellen Ochoa became the first Latina in space. These minds weren't just brilliant for their communities, they were brilliant for the world. Now imagine America's hospitals without Black and brown doctors, nurses, and researchers. Who would be leading groundbreaking medical discoveries? Dr. Charles Drew pioneered blood banks, saving millions of lives during World War II and beyond. Dr. Alessa Kennedy became the first Black female neurosurgeon in the US, breaking barriers and saving young lives. Today, Dr. Kizmekia Corbett, a Black immunologist, was instrumental in developing the Moderna vaccine. These aren't exceptions. They're a reflection of a long tradition of excellence in medicine and science from communities too often underestimated. And what would the arts and culture look like? No Harlem Renaissance, no Latin jazz, no hip-hop, no Motown, no Afro-Latino rhythms, no storytelling steeped in the pain, joy, resistance, and love of Black and brown people, no Denzel Washington, no Viola Davis, no Pedro Pascal, no Frida Kahlo, no Toni Morrison, no Lin-Manuel Miranda, no Kendrick Lamar or Cardi B. The world would be robbed of voices that challenged, comforted, and changed America. In politics, black and brown people didn't just participate, they redefined the political landscape. From Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman elected to Congress, to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, shaking up Washington with unapologetic boldness, these voices are pushing America closer to its ideals. The civil rights movement, led by black Americans, changed the legal and moral fabric of the nation. Brown communities, too, have marched, organized, and fought for rights, from labor movements to immigration reform to justice for farm workers. Let's not forget sports and athleticism. No Serena Williams, no LeBron James, no Simone Biles, no Jackie Robinson breaking barriers in baseball, no Muhammad Ali, not just fighting in the ring, but for justice outside of it. Black and brown athletes didn't just play the game, they changed it, redefined it, gave it power and poetry. And in the realm of business and entrepreneurship, imagine no Damon John from FUBU, no Madam C.J. Walker, the first female self-made millionaire in the US, was black. No entrepreneurs turning corner stores into community hubs or creating billion-dollar beauty brands tailored for melanin-rich skin. No innovators turning adversity into opportunity. What about food? No tacos, no jack chicken, no gumbo, no soul food Sundays. The tastes of America wouldn't just be bland, they'd be lost. The culinary culture the US cherish is flavored by centuries of survival, migration, and fusion. It's in every bite, every seasoning, and every celebration. Even the language of America, the slang, the rhythm, the style, is influenced by black and brown communities, from cool to woke, from Spanglish to African American vernacular English. These communities shape the way America speaks, writes, and expresses itself. To imagine an America without black and brown people is to erase some of its greatest triumphs. These communities have consistently turned struggle into strength, oppression into opportunity, and silence into symphonies. They've taught America how to dream while fighting to breathe. So the next time someone imagines a better America without black or brown folks, remind them there is no America without blacks. There is no progress, no soul, no flavor, no innovation, no beauty, no rhythm without the people who built it, bled for it, and still believe in its promise. The greatness of America is black. It is brown. It always has been. So what do you all think about this video? If this video opened your eyes or reminded you of what truly makes America beautiful, please comment down below and let me know your favorite black or brown innovator, artist, or leader. I would love to keep this discussion going. Otherwise, that's it from me. I also have another playlist in my description box about black folks excellence, and if you enjoy such kind of videos, please click down there and enjoy. Also, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing because it helps me grow my channel. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, the Joy Reports out.